Hello everybody, it's Bee from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Before I start talking about the card, I'd like to thank everybody for subscribing. I do appreciate your support. If you're watching this intro and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It is free and it does help my channel. Also, if you click the like button, if you like the content of the video, press the notification bell, and you'll be informed when my new videos come out, and also share the video if you want as well. So today's card, I've used this Picket Fence Studios by Kelly Taylor. I don't know whether you've ever seen Kelly Taylor. She's worth looking out. She's a colourist and she's absolutely brilliant. Her videos are so informative. They're fantastic. So as you can see, it's got the shimmer on it, which I've used the Distress Spritz in the Twisted Citron, because I wanted something to go with the pink, but also because it's got that slight brown on it as well. It goes with the box, and it's got that gold finish as well on it. So there's today's card, #100. I'm going to do the voiceover now, so I will talk to you in a second. Hello, I'm on the voiceover now. So these are the stamps I'm going to be using, as I've just mentioned earlier. And I'm only really going to be using the little box and the streamers. So I'm using Memento ink to stamp down. I stamp it down 2 full ones, and then just the top again, but I've only used one of the full ones because I just want to double up on the top of the box, just to give it that extra dimension. Now, when you're using alcohol markers, you need to use a compatible ink, which is Memento ink. For these, any others, they'll just smudge. So just cutting it out now, off camera, I'm sorry about that. The scissors that I'm using are the spring-loaded mini shears from Holtz. They are really good. It's so easy to use as well. I thought I was going to take a while to get used to them, but I didn't. I got used to them straight away. My husband doesn't like them. He used them to cut some Christmas wrapping paper up and really struggled. But anyway, I had to clear the glue off after he'd used them, so it's not such a bad idea that he couldn't get on with them. So now I'm going to colour in the colours that I'm using. I'm going to write them down. I'm obviously going for browns. Not obviously, but I am going for the brown ones. And I've got 3 different shades. Just choosing them obviously from my Ohuhu colour chart. These are the Honolulu 320 markers. I'm going to start with the darkest and then just put that, apply this colour where the natural shadows would be. So that's obviously inside the box, so it would gradually get lighter as the light hits it. And when I'm applying, to get rid of the lines, you'll see me applying quite a few layers of the colour to get that really nice smooth blend, so there's no definite lines in between the colours. And again, where the natural shading would be, down the bottom of the box, under the flaps, and just very slightly by the side, behind the ribbon as well. And then looking where the natural shading. I'm looking obviously that the light's coming from the right hand side. So you should be able to see the colours. Like I've said many a time, my screen's only tiny, so I put the nibs facing up so you can see the colours. That's got a real good habit now. I used to just hold the nibs. You had no idea what I was using. But also that colour swatch is there for you to see the colours. Chosen the wrong colour there. I needed the dark colour for the edges. You can hear Merlin chirping in the background. It's quite funny this morning. We put some bits out for the birds, and a flock of seagulls came, but he didn't know what to make of it because he sits in the front window looking out. He was quite shocked. So now I'm going to do the ribbon, and I've chosen to go with a pink. This colour chart is really good. I'm sure there's a link for this in my description. There's lots and lots of links in my description for different products that I do use. And again, applying where the darkest shade would be naturally, which is under the lip of the lid and just down at the bottom. And then just blending the colours through, just to get so you get that really nice smooth excuse me, transition of colours. I've just got a new die set. It's hashtag 77, and it's an all and create, and it's called Climbing Woods. These dies are absolutely phenomenal. That has got to be the next card. I had a play with them last night. Cal always goes to bed before me, and I cut the car and the bus out, and they're absolutely phenomenal. They're brilliant. So I shall be doing them probably for the next video. I've got a couple of mail cards to do, and they're absolutely ideal for that. So back to the card, just going around the edges just to make sure that there's none of the white core of the card showing. And there you go. Now these weren't the letters that was going to use. I've cut them out twice, and the young lady's name is Lucy. And this card is for a really lovely friend of mine. It's actually her grandma, Lucy's grandma. Grandma Maureen. So I hope you're enjoying this, Lucy. If you're watching this one's for you. Yeah, so I wasn't going to use these. I've got a really lovely font, and I got all the dies out, and I lost the L. I couldn't find it anywhere. Still can't find it. I don't know what I've done with it. But I've had these large letters. I think this is one of the largest sets that I bought, and it must be, I must have had them at least 10 years easily. So there's the components for the card, and there's this embossing board. I can never remember the name of it, and I got it from Stables Card Emporium in Abra, and I keep meaning to ask Kim the name of it so I can tell you. It is one of my favourites. It is absolutely beautiful. That was a bit of a squish wobble there. So I'm just looking at how I'm going to place the card. I wanted obviously the numbers to coming out of the box, but I needed to do something with the back of it. And there's my colour wheel. I use this colour wheel a lot. It is just so helpful. And I've decided to use the Distress Spritz in Twisted Citron. Now this does not do this colour justice at all. The light doesn't do it justice. The photograph doesn't do it justice. The colour is green. It really is. It is stunning. And if any of you have got these colours, I'm just reaching for the card now. It's like it's a colour shift, and it's brown, and it's the green's just stunning. And I have to say, Twisted Citron is one of my favourite colours. And now I'm going to use some gold embossing powder and emboss the squirrely bits. Can't think of the name I just used from on it. But I'd pushed down too much, too hard, and it squished out, so I had to take it off quite a few times and reapply. I don't know where this gold embossing powder is. I got this gold embossing powder actually. I got it from, again, Stables Card Emporium at Hayborough, and it came in a bag, which I'd struggled with for ages. And I thought, why am I struggling with this when I've got these little pots? Yeah, these little pots are from the hospital. They are not used. But they're ideal size. So now I've decided as well to do some of the curly bits. I can't remember the name. Anyway, on the card as well, so it's just looking like they're coming out of the box. Just cleaning off the remnants from everything. I think there's only about 5 or 6 on there, but it doesn't want any more than that. And now just looking at placement. Near the dog's tippy-toeing through. I'm just going to pause the video and let the dogs out. So now I'm just sticking the numbers down into the box. I'm just doing the just the very tips of the numbers, and then I'm going to start sticking the rest together. And as you can see on the top and the left hand side, I've got Lucy, and I've used some mint tape and lined it up against the edge of the mint tape to make sure that I get a nice straight edge. And just moving any tiny little globs of glue out the way, not blue. Just looking, excuse me, to see how it sits with the other elements. Now at this point on the, I didn't show the myself using the Colop eMark Create little printer, but I've just downloaded some new fonts onto my phone, which was a bit of a mess about, but definitely worth it. And as you can see, lining this up, this Lucy's name up like this, it just makes life so much easier. So just adding wet glue just so it gives you that little bit of wiggle room. I would never use any double-sided tape or anything like that to apply letters like this, simply because you know you're not going to get it spot on first time. I'm using my little Temu, which is a really good piece of kit. Sorry about my head there. Just making sure that it's really level. Such a shame you can't see the green of this spritz. It really is lovely. Making sure it's as perfect as I can get it. And then just sticking them down. And that's just a big acrylic block that I do. I don't use this for stamping. I just use it for weight. Just to give it that little bit of sticking time. So yeah, just going back to the happy 30th birthday and the other sub-sentiment that I've got on there as well. It wasn't. Oh, you see, bent me L there. Should have left it on for a little bit longer. But anyway, soon sorted that out. It was still a little bit too broad for what I wanted, so I did trim that down a little bit more. So I like the way that it's coming together. I really do like this embossing folder. I will try and find the name of it. You will stick. Now when I come to do the sticking the box down, obviously you just put it down and let it dry. You see it's quite wide at the top. It's too broad on both sides, so I need to trim that down, which I will do. I don't know whether I took that out of the video. Now it needs to go on the top in the middle. I should have sped this bit up, but I didn't. Sorry about that. So what I'm doing now is there's a difference in the heights between the 30 and the box. So I'm just leveling that up, just using little offcuts of card, just so it sits flush, so it sits level. It does make a difference to the overall look of your card when you've done that. And you can use whatever you want, but I just find it's a lot easier. You can see there that I've trimmed them down. And I'm just using these markers, the Spectrum Noir metallic. And I think that one's, no, it's not Gold Nugget. It's gold plate that I'm using just to give that little bit of a border. And again, stacking up around the edges. And again, you just make sure that there's no saggy bits on your card. I don't like saggy bits on cards. I like it to be all level. I just think they look more professional. I'm not going to do a matte and layer on it because I think there's so much on the card, it doesn't need it. I just wanted that quite a big outline, you know, border around the sides. So we're coming towards the end of the video now, and I'd just like to say thank you everybody for watching. If again, like I've said, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It does help my channel. It's all to do with the algorithms and things like that, which I don't properly understand, but I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy reading your comments, so please leave comments. And so there is today's card. Like and subscribe, please. So thank you for watching. Have a good day, everybody. And he's waiting for me to take my hand away. I cut it out, I was holding it too long. So there's today's card. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.